A very good morning to one and all present here. I take this I take this privilege to welcome you all delegates on second day of 1 week faculty development program on leadership skill for enhancing personal and organizational outcome, organized by School of Sciences GHRU University Saikheda in association with Triple ICSL, IQSSL and Double ICSL. Now, I request to all dignitaries to come forward for lamp lighting. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I request everyone to please stand up for university song.
साधना ज्ञान की आराधना ज्ञान की हो साधना व्यक्तित्व का विकास ही समृद्धि की है अल्पना उत्तरों की खोज में प्रश्न की फसलें खिले जिज्ञासा की बीज भी हर एक के दिल में पले ज्ञान के दिन हर जले अज्ञान की लाडली सत्य की हो कामना गंतव्य नहीं एक राह है गुरुवर की संकल्पना ज्ञान की आराधना ज्ञान की साधना सत्य की एक खोज है गुरुकुल की संकल्पना गुरुकुल की संकल्पना
Thank you all. Please sit down. Now, I request to our Registrar Sir, Dr. Shriram Joshi Sir, to welcome our today's chief guest, Dr. Rosina Rana Ma'am, by giving bouquet. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We welcome you all again, ma'am. Now, I request Professor Vidya Mishra Ma'am, Dean School of Science, to welcome Registrar Sir Shriram Joshi by giving bouquet. Thank you, ma'am. Now, it's time to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Rosina Rana Ma'am. Today, this task of introducing our chief guest of honor and speaker is a great privilege. I know this one is difficult, but thought that she is woman of virtue and simplicity. In simple way, we can say that mind with beauty. Dr. Rosina Ma'am is the director of State of Counseling Center Training Manager at Raisoni Group of Institution. If we talk about her education, she has done her PhD in clinical psychology, short courses from reputed institutions like Emory University, management training from various universities like Atlanta, USA, and Dale Carnegie, Mumbai University. Skills training from one university, soft skill training and management training, NLP and life coach from Mumbai University. If we talk about her professional, she is mental health professional and a life coach, heading the training department for 2 decades at Priyadarshini Group and Raisoni Group, Nagpur. Design soft skill curriculum and train the trainers. Train and mentor over 1 lakh students. Design and deliver leadership program quest for the best, covering 27 colleges, corporates, and 3,000 plus working professionals, dean and middle level managers. She was felicitated by Sri Nitinji Gadkari for humanitarian work, received the Change Maker of the Year 2021 award by CEGR New Delhi, Outstanding HR Trainer and Psychological Counselor by Higher Education Ministry, Government of Telangana in 2020. She was selected for group study exchange program as an Indian ambassador to Mexico. Received Nation Builder Award by Rotary Club of Nagpur. She has been working with the Aga Khan Smiley community for 32 years and First Lady appointed as President of Center India region. She is associated with Global Encounters International Youth Development Program funded by AKF. She is part of International Social Global Grant Project working for depression in school children in partnership with Rotary Club of Florida funded by Rotary Foundation. She is part of SLA's Innovation for Local Indian and Israel Communities and Graduate, funded by European Union having professor and professional from 6 countries. When we talk about her philosophy, she is lifelong learner. When she lost her daughter in road accident in 2015, she slipped into depression for 2 years. What kept her going was her love for education and training. She stood up and started living again with more force. She enjoyed doing new and challenging things. Recently, she won Mrs. India Classic 2022 at Thailand, organized by Glameon. This will give her a voice to reach millions. My vision is to work. Her vision is to work for women empowerment and reach the length and breadth of India to help women believe in themselves and actualize their potential. So, huge round of applause for ma'am for intelligent personality. Now, now I request to Dr. Rosina ma'am for guest speaker.
Very good morning. So, how are you feeling today? Excited? Excited? A lot of people are saying excited. This side, I see all females sitting here, and they are saying they're excited. And men are looking at me and they are thinking, "Okay, why is she here and what is this all about? And why are we made to sit here?" Something like that. कि आज ये क्यों ऐसा है कि हमें यहाँ बिठाया गया है? Something like that. How are you feeling? यहाँ से लोग why are you excited, girls? I would call you girls. I feel okay. Listen to me. All right. More things. Many people said excited. Okay. Induction में already आप सुन चुके हो और you okay. But you all are faculty members, I suppose. हाँ लेकिन आप स्टूडेंट से अभी ऐसे क्रॉस करके इधर आए हो and I'm very happy to see all the faculty members who look like students who are actually students. Very recently they were students. Yeah, in recent past. Yes, this side. Okay, first time you met with Mrs. India. All right, you'll keep meeting a lot of people like me. Yeah, so recently I've been to Phuket, Thailand. वहाँ पर contest था एक, वहाँ पर मुझे crown मिला. So I feel when I can do, everybody can do. So it came in the profile. I didn't know this is the profile I've shared. But today, what is the topic that we are talking about? आज हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं? Leadership. हाँ देख लो थोड़ा सा वहाँ स्क्रीन पर कुछ दिख रहा है क्या? हाँ वहाँ पर है टॉपिक है द स्क्रीन इज समवेयर बट विल ट्राई टू गो रीच देयर लीडिंग द चेंज उसका नाम है लीडिंग द चेंज राइट so I felt when I'm talking on this subject or I believe in this philosophy what is different that I'm doing in my life am I changing for good or not so एक challenge करके मैंने इसको हाथ में लिया और then I went for it and I mean God's blessing you all the good wishes from all the people like you I won the crown as well but the point is लीडिंग द चेंज इज द थिंग टुडे. आज हम बात करने वाले लीडिंग द चेंज. व्हाई दिस सब्जेक्ट? व्हाई आर वी टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस? और 2 घंटे हमको यहाँ पकड़ के बैठाया है. आई एम सॉरी टू यूज दिस वर्ड, बट आई नो एवरीबडी, यू ऑल हैव लॉट ऑफ वर्कलोड, इजंट इट? बहुत सारा स्टडी ये प्रिपेयर भी करना है, लेक्चर्स भी लेना है, और साथ में पोर्टफोलियोज भी है. काफी लोगों को यहाँ शायद पोर्टफोलियोज भी एक्स्ट्रा. कितने लोगों के पास और पोर्टफोलियो अदर देन टीचिंग? या आई नो, see, so many people, almost like आधा population है यहाँ पर जिसको portfolios भी है, काम भी है, but still you are sitting here. किसी ने भेजा है या आप खुद से आए हो? खुद से आए हैं? Okay, I'm glad to know that some people who attended my session before are saying कि हम खुद से आए हैं. जो नहीं, जिन्होंने पहली बार, कितने लोग पहली बार देख रहे हैं मुझे? हाँ, वो सोच रहे हैं यार क्या है ये, यानी काफी लोग हैं यहाँ पर, तो उनको समझ नहीं रहा है कि ये लोग एक्साइटेड क्यों है. Right? So end of the day, I'll ask you, are you really excited or not after this session? All right, leading the change. We are talking about this subject today. Why? I mean, उसमें क्या समझ में आ रहा है हमें? अभी देखो, मैं क्वेश्चन आंसर सारे पूछूंगी. That's the way my sessions are generally, where I make it very very interactive. It's a dialogue. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं आई और मैं कोई हूर परी नहीं हूँ. I mean, या मुझे दो ऐसे कुछ लगे नहीं, या मेरे हाथ में कोई जादुई छड़ी नहीं कि I know everything. No, there's nothing like that. This is a learning experience that I'm having with you. आज मैं आपसे एक डायलॉग कर रही हूँ, मैं आपसे कुछ सीखूंगी और आपको शायद मेरे एक्सपीरियंसेस कुछ मैं शेयर करूंगी जो कहीं ना कहीं शायद हेल्प करेंगे. राइट? तो ये लीडिंग द चेंज, ये वाला हमने लीडरशिप सुना है, हमने चेंज मैनेजमेंट सुना है. राइट? दो वर्ड्स है इसमें. सो ये दोनों का मतलब क्या हुआ, साथ में क्यों मिल गया ये लीडिंग द चेंज? और कोई आंसर गलत नहीं है और सारे आंसर सही है, और कोई मार्क्स नहीं है यहाँ पर, ना कोई जॉब में रेज मिलेगा या डिमोशन हो जाएगा, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. सो यू कैन बिंदास, यू कैन जस्ट गिव व्हाटएवर कम्स टू योर माइंड. ओके, अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिचुएशन हमारे डिसीजंस चेंज होते हैं, तो दैट इज चेंज. ऑल राइट? और एनीथिंग एल्स, एनीथिंग मोर? एंड व्हाट इज लीडरशिप? नेक्स्ट वी हैव पॉइंटर? नहीं है ना? कैन यू गो नेक्स्ट? और स्क्रीन दिख रहा है सभी को? आई मीन शायद गर्दन में थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हो एंड ऑफ द सेशन, और कुछ मिला ना मिले, लेकिन ये दर्द जरूर मिलेगा. राइट? सो थोड़ा स्क्रीन हमारा पीछे है. व्हाई चेंज? व्हाई चेंज फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है. पहले हम थोड़े क्वेश्चन देखें. लीडिंग द चेंज, दो वर्ड मिक्स हो रहे हैं इसमें, लीड एंड चेंज. राइट? चेंज तो हमने सुना है, चेंज मैनेजमेंट, चेंज इज इनएविटेबल, चेंज इज कांस्टेंट, चेंज होना पड़ता है, हम चेंज हो गए, हम नहीं हुए, व्हाटएवर, चेंज इज नॉट इजी, ये सारा हमने सुना है. लेकिन आज मैं बात कर रही हूँ समथिंग लिटिल अहेड, वन स्टेप अहेड ऑफ इट, एंड आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट लीडिंग द चेंज. तो ये इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ? my throat is a little bad, so please bear with me. हाँ, ओके, वर्ल्ड चेंज हो रहा है और इसके साथ हमें भी मीट करना पड़ेगा. उसका जो पेस है, उसका मैराथन में सब दौड़ रहे हैं, हम चलेंगे तो काम नहीं चलेगा. सब दौड़ रहे हैं, हमें दौड़ना ही पड़ेगा. राइट? खड़े रहने से या चलने से काम नहीं चलेगा, हमें दौड़ना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज हम पीछे छूट जाएंगे. राइट? ओके, अगेन आई एम कमिंग बैक टू द सेम क्वेश्चन, लीडिंग द चेंज. अभी हम चेंज की ही बात करें. लीडिंग द चेंज, बी प्रोएक्टिव. चेंज को मैं एज ए लीडर मैं कैसा इंश्योर कर सकती हूँ कि आई एम लीडिंग दैट चेंज, आई एम मेकिंग दैट चेंज हैपन. चेंज की जरूरत है जरूरत नहीं है. हम क्वेश्चन बाय क्वेश्चन, व्हाई चेंज, क्यों चेंज हुआ, क्यों चेंज हुआ? मैं जैसे उसे ठीक हूँ, क्या जरूरत है? जरूरत है क्या? हाँ, कोई आके बोलेंगे आपके बाल बहुत लंबे हैं, आप काट दो, तो आप क्या बोलोगे? क्यों? पहला क्वेश्चन क्या है? क्यों? आपको बोला आप शेव कर लो, चलो खत्म, आप कर लोगे? नहीं. यू विल आस्क व्हाई. सो आई एम आस्किंग यू, व्हाई चेंज? चेंजिंग, तो सिचुएशन इज चेंजिंग एंड देयरफॉर वी हैव टू चेंज. ओके, चेंज हुए हैं क्या हम बचपन से आज तक? द वे वी यूज्ड टू लुक एट द वे वी यूज्ड टू लुक एट व्हेन वी वर 2 साल के थे तब, 12 साल के थे तब चेंज था 2 और 12 साल में बहुत चेंज था राइट द वे यूज्ड टू लुक थिंक पूरी पर्सनालिटी थॉट प्रोसेस एवरीथिंग वाज सो डिफरेंट 2 साल के थे तब मम्मी के पीछे घूमते थे 12 साल की हुए तब मम्मी अपने पीछे घूमती है लेकिन हम सुनते नहीं किसी की राइट मैं हूँ 12 साल में तो एकदम तेवर अलग 2 साल में कितने मासूम से बच्चे ऐसे छोटा पप्पी होता है ऐसे घूमता है पीछे 12 साल में तो शेर एकदम बन गए हम और जवाब देने लगे सबको सामने और फिर क्या हुआ 20 साल के हो गए 20 साल के हुए तो अक्ल ठिकाने आ गई बोले कि नहीं अभी तो कमाना पड़ेगा राइट 20 21 22 में जब हमारा ग्रेजुएशन होगा कमाना पड़ेगा फिर तो इंटरव्यू के लिए गए फिर और अक्ल ठिकाने पे आए राइट सो वी चेंज एंड वी थॉट कि नहीं वी नीड टू लर्न सो मच जितना जो है हम दैट इज नॉट इनफ आई हैव टू बी डिफरेंट I can't be like I was at 2 I can't be like I was at 12 I'm a different person right ये changes आए हमारे में other than of course कि हम tall हो गए और हमारे बाल थोड़े से सफेद हो गए या कम हो गए या वो तो सारा चेंजेस एक्सटर्नल हुआ लेकिन इंटरनल भी काफी चेंजेस हुए तो why change because everything is changing we have to बट क्या ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो फिजिकली ऑफ कोर्स चेंज होते हैं पर इंटरनली चेंज कभी नहीं होते पर्सनालिटी चेंज नहीं होती वैसे के वैसे ही ऐसा देखा है आपने यस कुछ देखा है चलो नेक्स्ट हाँ okay next is what did you change was it easy what did you change in last चेंज होना चाहिए हम सब अग्री करते हैं अभी हम बात करते हैं लास्ट 1 साल 2 साल में कैन यू टेल मी एनीवन एनीबडी like any specific change that you really did any challenge that you took or any change that you really faced and how did you face it anybody has any example to give I gave my example just now yes okay lovely please clap for her please clap for her fantastic are we getting some answers from okay lovely so can you turn I will not be able to read everything can you turn and help me with can anybody help me with this कुछ questions अगर आते हैं या कुछ responses आते हैं कुछ questions है responses है feedback है anything thank you if there are any questions any responses she'll be able to help me with those okay so very good what's your name भारती भारती ने बहुत अच्छी बात कही कि मेरी लाइफ में बहुत बड़ा चेंज आया पैंडेमिक के बाद में बहुत सारे चेंजेस आए हैं बट हर लाइफ हैज वन मोर अलग पैंडेमिक एट होम देयर वाज सम इशू एंड शी हैड टू चेंज द होल कोर्स ऑफ हर लाइफ पूरा कोर्स चेंज शिप एक जगह जा रही है पूरा कोर्स चेंज हो गया बिकॉज देयर वाज वन क्राइसिस एट होम एंड शी गिव अप ऑन हर ड्रीम दिस वाज अ बिग चेंज वाज इट इजी इट wasn't easy at all think about it आप कोई भी चेंज में जाते हो वो इजी नहीं होता है वो एक प्रोसेस होता है we'll talk about that process and then you think about a small or a big change in your life and see how you go through that process and why it is important मेरा प्रेजेंटेशन बड़ा है हमने थोड़ा सा लेट शुरू किया है so I'll go a little fast and if you feel कि मैं बहुत ज्यादा फास्ट हूँ you can stop me there you can ask questions feel free to ask questions all right it's okay if I don't finish my presentation interaction is more important lovely I really liked your answer anybody else would like to share anything on here participants want to say something okay so you keep a watch there if there's any question feedback or comments I would like to address them so दो words की बात की हमने change की बात की अभी हम leadership की बात करते हैं lead what is leadership who is a leader जिसके पास डायरेक्टर का टैग है वो लीडर है इज इट ट्रू हु इज अ लीडर think about it not every time it's not necessary those who have the title is a leader sometimes किसी के पास टाइटल नहीं होता है लेकिन लोग उसको फॉलो करते हैं right they want to go to that maybe a fresher faculty एक बार दो बार चार बार क्लास हुई और इतने मेस्मराइज हो गए स्टूडेंट्स आपके लिए नहीं वो फैकल्टी के पास जाना है वो टीचर के पास जाना है मुझे and I want to understand. So there are people who become favorites of students. They may not be holding any positions, any portfolios, but they are favorites. These are leaders. At home, mother, father, they are leaders. Sometimes children are leaders. I would say any place, in friend circle, there are some people who have such great way of dealing with people and talking to people that they become leaders in their own group. Not any announced leaders. कोई मैं announcement वाला leader नहीं हूँ, लेकिन I have that capacity to communicate, to influence people, and so I become a leader. Right? Nobody's calling me, oh, ये leader है, ये boss है, nothing. People look at me like that. People respect me like that. People talk to me like that. And therefore I am leader. So change और leader दोनों की हमने बात की, और now we'll talk about leading the change. और क्यों ये जरूरी है? किसी ने कहा कि सब कुछ बदल रहा है. क्या बदल रहा है? Let's talk about it. Technology, yeah, the big word is technology. उसमें क्या बदल रहा है? Okay, we go next. Are you a leader? Okay, there's a question here. Are you a leader? इतना बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क हो गया ये. Oh my God, मैं हूँ या नहीं हूँ लीडर? Think about it. Stay with that. Every teacher, अभी मैं every की बात नहीं. Right now I am talking about you. Okay, so general. Let's not talk about generally about everybody. Yeah, every deans and HODs or directors or CEOs or bosses may not be a leader, and every faculty member cannot be a leader. There are some qualities of a leader, but yes, we have the capacity. We can be a leader, right? Okay, in our position, whatever position, we have the capacity. It's a skill. It's also an attitude, but more so it is a skill. स्किल क्या है? साइकिल सीखा, करते गए बहुत एक्सपर्ट हो गए. स्विमिंग सीखा, वो स्किल है. करते गए क्या उसका फंडा है? प्रैक्टिस. सो व्हेन यू अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट इज लीडरशिप, हाउ यू कैन ब्रिंग अबाउट द चेंज, उसको करते गए एंड you become that leader who is bringing on the change every time, and change is inevitable. करना ही है change तो, right? क्यों करना है? Technology is one thing. What is changing in technology? क्या? What is the most advanced things that you have heard about? Sophia is one. Sophia is now crying also. We are hearing that she also is emoting. Emotions bhi hai. What are other things? I'll quickly take you through few things that I know. Of course, metaverse we all know, right? Metaverse, Mark Zuckerberg, when he was announcing this thing, I was luckily at that time on Facebook, and I saw him talking about this, and I took some pictures. He was live, and then I took some screenshots then. So one thing happened. You know what is metaverse? Can anybody explain? क्या है metaverse? Okay, you are very right there, but little more. It is the connection to the virtual world. The way we are into physical world, and there are many who are on YouTube, they're connected. Similarly, there is a world where you can live, you can buy a land, you can celebrate your birthdays. There are people who are going for honeymoon in these spaces, which is virtual space, right? And this space, Mark Zuckerberg saying, कि if you want to go for a shopping, you can go with your friend. Your friend can be in Japan, and you can go to Japan and shop with your friend, feel the texture of the cloth, understand what's going around in the mall, pay online, of course we can. So feel the texture, feel the fit of the outfit. And that's the world that we are living today. All right. So this is metaverse. So I'll quickly show you what's happening in metaverse. Next. Okay, so this is Mark Zuckerberg talking about metaverse. And you can have a virtual world and a home there. Next. And you can go for a party, and you may be in one part of the Australia and your friend is in USA, and you can still have a party together. You can feel the music, you can feel people dancing steps and everything. Next. And post this party, you can go for shopping. And this is where these two girls are going for shopping, and they're trying on the things. And NFTs is what he's talking about. You can buy stuff. Next. Okay. The second thing, this is the first thing, metaverse, I talked about. The second thing I'm talking about is Neuralink. Any idea what is Neuralink? So all these words that I'm giving you, you can go back and just do some research on these words, because this is the world that we are living in today. Again, this Elon Musk, these are some superheroes today. People follow them, youth especially. जो हमारी constituency, जो हमारे पास आते हैं बच्चे, वो इनको follow करते हैं. Right? So we need to know what's so special about them. What are they bringing in the world? How this world is जहाँ पर ये लोग रहते हैं. Sometimes people have no clue about what's going on in their world. We are here. Why is this college? Why all the colleges? Why education system? अगर ये कॉलेज में कौन सा कंपोनेंट सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है जिसकी वजह से ये कॉलेज है या एनी कॉलेज? Students, right? And students are the people with whom we deal on daily basis. Of course, along with NAC and whatever we do, MBA and accreditation and so many other portfolios that we handle, and admissions and placement and so many entry exit, कितना सारा points है जो हम सब करते हैं, सब कुछ. And sometimes we teach also, right? कभी कभी मौका मिलता है पढ़ाने का. I mean, look at your faces. That's our main business. Why are we, as a teacher, as a faculty, we are appointed, isn't it? That's our primary job, isn't it? जो हम करते हैं. Now, if there are no students, there's no need of this college. So students are the major core of this whole establishment, I would say. Now, who are these people who are sitting in front of me? 60 minutes I go in the class, there are 60 students, maybe whatever number, maybe 50 minutes, yeah, 50 students or 40, whatever is the number. Who are these people? What is the world look like? What do I do? I go, what do we do? We go and we teach, isn't it? हमारा एक सिलेबस होता है, हमारा एक टाइम टेबल होता है, और हमारा काम है कि एवरी वीक हमें शायद अपलोड करना पड़ता है कि मैंने ये कंप्लीट किया, isn't it? तो वो that pressure is there always on our head कि हाँ ये सिलेबस, टाइम टेबल है सिलेबस, नींद में भी सपने में भी आता है, हाँ इतना कंप्लीट नहीं, ओ वर्कलोड, right? So this is what goes on in our head constantly. But do we really know who are the people who are sitting in front of us? Let's know them. Let's know their world first. Let's understand it. मेटावर्स की मैंने बात की, दूसरा न्यूरोलिंक. न्यूरोलिंक इज एलॉन मस्क ने डिक्लेयर किया था, 2020 ऑलरेडी आ गया है, ये उसके पहले का अनाउंसमेंट है जहां पर ही वाज सेइंग कि आई एम गोइंग टू कम आउट विद अ चिप व्हिच इज गोइंग टू बी प्लेस्ड इन पर्सनस हेड. वो हेड में वो चिप जाएगा एंड इट विल ऑल्टर द ब्रेन फंक्शंस. इमेजिन टू व्हाट एक्सटेंट दिस हैज गॉन, राइट? एनीबॉडी हैज हर्ड अबाउट न्यूरोलिंक? पहला तो उसने ये इनोवेशन, एंड एलॉन मस्क इज समबडी, ही वांट्स टू मेक दिस प्लेस बेटर, दिस वर्ल्ड बेटर for people who are living. He's thinking beyond the human race also. He's thinking कि अगर ये अर्थ perish हो जाता है, खत्म हो जाता है, तो there has to be some place where people go and live. And therefore he's exploring the universe कि जहाँ रॉकेट जाए, 2-3 रॉकेट तो ऐसे ही गिर गए, millions of losses हो गया उससे, लेकिन फिर भी he's doing all these things looking at the future. So now he is saying कि I have this neural link which can be placed आराम से लोकल एनेस्थीसिया देकर ओपीडी में ये आप अपने दिमाग में फिट कर सकते हो. द होल पर्पस व्हाई ही ब्रॉट दिस वाज बिकॉज अल्जाइमर और ये डिसीजेस होती है, एज होती है या पैरालिसिस होता है, where you cannot give the signals, the mind is not able to give the signals to the arms body to act. ये रीजन से उन्होंने बनाया था. लेकिन इमेजिन देयर इज समथिंग व्हिच इज गोइंग टू ऑल्टर योर ब्रेन, जस्ट अ स्मॉल चिप. कैन यू थिंक अबाउट, दिस इज द वर्ल्ड दैट दे आर लिविंग. अभी हमें शायद नहीं पता, लेकिन हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को पता है कि देयर इज समथिंग ऑफ दिस सॉर्ट व्हिच इज हैपनिंग, राइट? वी मे बी इन आवर ओन गुड वर्ल्ड कि नहीं मैं तो बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाता हूँ, मेरा तो रैंक इतना है, राइट? एंड वो येलो पेजेस, आई कॉल इट येलो पेजेस, कि हम पढ़ाते वो सालों बीत गए, लेकिन हमारा वही लेसन प्लान है, हमारा वही स्टाइल है, एंड वो पेजेस भी येलो हो गए, हम वो येलो पेजेस के साथ पढ़ाते हैं स्टूडेंट्स. But there are many freshers here, so I'll not say that because you have just started making this. Yeah, but I'm talking about people or there since many years and who have not changed at all the way they are talking to people, because people are different people. How are they different? We'll talk. We are still talking about the world. The second thing which I'm showing you, that's Neuralink. First was metaverse, and second now I'm talking about the Neuralink. Okay, next. So this is what he's showing. कि न्यूरालिंक इम्प्लांट हो रहा है, लेस देन एन आवर, 1 घंटे से कम की सर्जरी है ये. इमेजिन, हाँ आप डेंटल ट्रीटमेंट के लिए जाते हो, कभी कभी 1 घंटे से ऊपर लग जाता है. ये चिप आप लगाओगे ब्रेन में, 1 घंटे से कम में टाइम में हो जाएगा. एंड सेम डे आप जा सकते हो घर, जनरल एनेस्थीसिया से हो जाता है. नेक्स्ट, ऑन टॉप ऑफ इट ही हैज रोबोट्स, इजी टू इंस्टॉल. कैन यू सी, इट्स सो सिंपल. नेक्स्ट, देयर आर रोबोट्स व्हिच कैन डू दिस. इसके लिए ह्यूमंस की भी जरूरत नहीं, रोबोट्स कैन डू दिस सर्जरी. नेक्स्ट, दिस अ रोबोट ही इज शोइंग. नेक्स्ट, एंड ट्राइड एंड टेस्टेड ऑन monkeys. Next, and he is talking about this to the team. After the success of this testing and everything, he's talking about these things to his team. This is the picture of that, and you'll be able to see all these things on YouTube if you just put Neuralink. This is the second thing I told you: metaverse, Neuralink. This world is changing. The third thing I want to tell you is about next Decentraland. This is again something which it's a place, virtual place like metaverse. This is an example where you can go, you can take an avatar. So I mean my son is 30 year old, and I discuss all these things with him, and a lot of things he has told me. Certain things I've researched also, so I'll give credit to myself also. कोई भी opportunity ऐसी नहीं जाना चाहिए जहां आप खुद की तारीफ ना करो. So it's important. तो मैं भी कोई मौका नहीं छोड़ती हूँ जहाँ पे मैं खुद की तारीफ. तो मैंने कुछ रिसर्च किया, मैं डिस्कस करती हूँ. आई टॉक टू ऑल द यंग पीपल. आई डू अ लॉट ऑफ इंडक्शन प्रोग्राम्स फॉर फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट्स, सेकंड ईयर स्टूडेंट्स ऑल्सो, प्लेसमेंट के लिए. द वेरियस लेवल्स आई टॉक टू डीन्स एंड एचओडीज एज वेल. ऑलराइट, सो द एंटायर हायरार्की आई टॉक अबाउट, and I'm going to bring forth कि what are the issues, और हम as whatever position you are, आप फ्रेशर हो, अभी स्टूडेंट भी हो, शायद यहाँ स्टूडेंट भी है कोई, you all are looking like students. Okay, so स्टूडेंट तो हम है ही ना. हाँ, तो हाँ, गुड मॉर्निंग. या सो एवरीबडी इज अ स्टूडेंट हियर. हाँ, नहीं, लेकिन हम तो फैकल्टी है, लेकिन हम स्टूडेंट भी है. सो आई गॉट इट. यू ऑल्सो, यू आर लर्निंग, ऑफ कोर्स एवरीबडी इज लर्निंग ऑल द टाइम. हम कितने फास्ट ग्रास्प करते हैं, कितने राइट सोर्सेस से ग्रास्प करते हैं, वो अलग चीज है. राइट, so we are talking about Decentraland. This is a place, again virtual space. So I thought let me also try. So I went into it, and next pictures are all about my avatar, and I went there. Blockchain and cryptocurrency and all these things are the new technology and new words, and things are going to change drastically. You know what is cryptocurrency? You can make deals. There's no bank involved in between. Now it's all regularizing. Abhi regularize ho raha hai. Government is taking cognizance of it. Certain places पे वो लीगल हो गया है, लेकिन अभी तक ये था कि नो, इट इज लाइक ऑल behind the curtains ही होता था for the weapons and all the illegal activities. But now it has come to the fore, and government is all taking cognizance and it's regularizing it, because there's nobody involved. It's a digital money which you can transfer straight. There's no GST, nothing involved there, right? Okay, so this is what is crypto, and यहाँ पर आप Ethereum, Mana, ये सारा currencies है. Next. So with avatar I went there. There are spaces where you can just browse without taking any expenses, but there are places that you can buy there. All right, so this is welcome. And next. So this is the avatar. These are comedy shows going on. There are various things going on there. Stand-ups hote hain, wahan par theaters hai. Next. So you can see other people also. You can see other people around. You can, I mean, communicate with them. This is what is Decentraland. Now this is one device of Eureka Force which is there to clean the झाड़ू पोछा, झाड़ू कटका जो बाई करती थी, वो उसका काम अभी ये anything that human time and efforts are required, everything is getting replaced by machine. This is the world that we are living. हमारे टाइम और एफर्ट्स की जरूरत नहीं, थॉट्स की भी. कहीं बहुत सारे ऐसे थिंकिंग कंप्यूटर्स या सोफिया है जो इंस्ट्रक्शन फॉलो करती है, रोबोट्स है जो सर्व करते हैं. सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर, ह्यूमन ऑलमोस्ट इज रिप्लेस्ड बाय रोबोट. दिस इज द वर्ल्ड. ये हम वर्ल्ड में अभी आज जी रहे हैं. लुक एट द रैपिड चेंज दैट हैज हैपेंड लास्ट 10 years, maybe 20 years. Every year we see things are so different, right? Next. Neom City. This again, Neom City is one city which is now under construction. Uska first phase complete ho gaya hai. Now this city is coming somewhere near Egypt, and the city is like कि अगर मुझे अभी दिन करना है तो मैंने उसको दिन कर दिया, रात करना है तो रात कर दिया. Artificial sun, moon, there are flying cars there. So I'm going to quickly show you the pictures of this. Next. This 500 billion is required. Next. This is the place where it's coming. Next. Phase 1 is complete now. 2025 is not far away. Fake moon, robotic maids, holographic teachers. Teachers are not the real teachers, they are holographic teachers. Okay, next. People will get using flying taxis. No road mein itna pollution, itna traffic and everything, every accidents and everything. Now it's like flying. Accidents to khair wahan pe bhi कंट्रोल करना मुश्किल है. देयर हैज टू बी सम रेगुलराइजेशन. बट द थिंग इज के फ्लाइंग टैक्सीज रहेंगे. वो न्यूयॉर्क सिटी की मैं बात कर रही हूँ. नेक्स्ट, this Saudi which is building all these things. And cloud seeding, you all know the artificial rain for the crops and everything. What kind of rain, what kind of quality of water you want. Agar sun chahiye, moon chahiye, abhi din kar diya, abhi raat kar diya. So human is taking control of so many things. So many things. So very important to understand that this is the world that our students are living. And how are students? Are the students same? इसके अलावा कोई और दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है उसकी बात करना है हमें. Any other example other than this if you want to give that you know? Magic materials, you want to explain? Okay, nano materials. Nanomaterial is named as a magic material because they are able to communicate with each other. So imagine where the world and technology and the research is going. And there are children, there are students who are aware of all these things. Big time change is required. Okay, are the students same? ये तो हमने बात की दुनिया की, world, how world is changing. How are the people who are sitting in front of us? Are they changing? Are they same? And you were just students some time back, right? तो आप 10 साल पहले कैसे थे, आज कैसे है? या स्टूडेंट जो टीचिंग में सबसे ज्यादा मैक्सिमम एक्सपीरियंस किसका है यहाँ पर? 10 years? Anybody? 8 years? 5 years? 23 years? 18 years? 18 and 23. We have like really super experienced people here. Okay? And anybody in the range of 10? All right. So we'll listen to these two people. How are students changing? पहले students कैसे थे, अभी कैसे है? Now, all the freshers, which I look at here, this side and a lot of this side also, now you are going to get some real good understanding of what students were and what students are, and a lot of learning from people who are quite senior over here, right? Online was not there. Fees was less. अभी हम स्पेसिफिकली स्टूडेंट्स की बात करेंगे कि क्लास और टीचर और स्टूडेंट्स, इसमें क्या फर्क आया है पिछले 10 साल में से. ऑनलाइन तो अभी 3 साल का, अभी 3 साल की बात है. 3-4 साल में हमने, 3 ही साल में रादर 20 से हमने शुरू किया. अभी मोबाइल is one thing which is a big thing which we'll talk about because there are a lot of students who are into what to say. जैसे भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी हुई थी, तो ट्रेजेडी के बाद में काफी लोगों को जनरेशंस तक उसका इफेक्ट होता रहा. वैसे पैंडेमिक में जो मोबाइल यूज करना शुरू हुआ तो जनरेशंस तक इसका इफेक्ट हमें दिखेगा कि कितना लोग उसमें फंस चुके हैं, राइट? सो मोबाइल इज वन थिंग. हाउ इन एटीट्यूड, बिहेवियर, हाउ यूज्ड टू बी द क्लासरूम अर्लियर? Okay, so there are people who are fresh but they want to talk. So sir is saying पहले focused थे students, अभी नहीं है. Yes? Wow, that's really fantastic. One very good point has come from here. Do you want to take a mic and talk about it? Okay, so so पहले कुछ डाउट होता था तो हम टीचर के पास जाते थे, रेस्पेक्टफुली उनका टाइम लेते थे एंड बहुत अच्छे से समझते थे. टीचर समझाता था बहुत अच्छे से. और आज क्या हुआ? ओ आई डोंट केयर, आई हैव यूट्यूब, आई हैव गूगल. हाँ, और व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी भी खुल गई है अभी, राइट? सो व्हाट्सएप पे काफी सारे लेसन्स होते हैं. और पैंडेमिक में तो लोग पास 98 तक पहुंच गए, सारे ही लोग. एवरीबडी इज 98, 99 टॉपर्स, ऑल फुल मार्क्स. क्यों? बिकॉज ऑफ व्हाट्सएप. यहाँ पेपर आया, यहाँ व्हाट्सएप पे आंसर्स, राइट? सो ये सारा स्टोरी हुआ है. बट leaving pandemic also aside, if we talk generally also, even if there was no pandemic, how did the world change? How did the students change, right? So पहले एक रेस्पेक्ट था. पहले टीचर को गुरु बोला जाता था. आज टीचर के गले में हाथ डालकर हम नाम लेकर भी बात करते हैं, सीढ़ी पे बैठते हैं, कॉफी पीते हैं साथ में, और भी कुछ पीते होंगे, बट आई डोंट नो. I'll talk about it. And sir is already smiling there. All right. So and I mean, I'm not talking about genders. It as equal it is like females. Earlier it was different. Now it is like equal. राइट? सो स्टूडेंट्स पहले फोकस थे, पहले स्टूडेंट्स रेस्पेक्टफुल थे, और आज मेरे पास माँ है टाइप्स हो गया ये, कि मेरे पास यूट्यूब है और मेरे पास गूगल है, एंड आई हैव ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन माय फिंगर टिप्स. सो व्हाई शुड दे कम टू क्लास? व्हाई शुड दे कम? व्हाई डू दे कम टू कॉलेज? ओके. Okay, so ma'am is saying कि I'm able to kind of understand, but whether it's right or wrong, and if I have any questions, doubts, I'm not able to solve that. Do you think ऐसा होता है? Do you get answers? कहाँ communication gap हो गया है, लेकिन कुछ हद तक ये सही है कि there are like millions of answers. I don't know which one is correct, right? 90% करेक्ट भी होता है, 10% गलत है. मेरे हाथ में 10% ही आ गया तो, or I don't know what percentage is right and wrong there. But I'm saying कि where is the judgment of what is right and wrong? That is definitely there. But there are sites like Khan Academy. सलमान खान ही है वो भी, बट वो पिक्चर वाला दबंग वाला सलमान खान नहीं. बट खान एकेडमी, देर आर लेक्चर्स देयर. आई मीन बिल गेट्स कहता है कि मेरे बच्चे खान एकेडमी से पढ़े. So there are websites, there are places where simulation and every laboratory experiments that you're doing, it's all there. Virtually everything is there, right? They can study. They don't need to step in the library maybe. Or why do they come to school and colleges? Attendance. Let's be very honest, attendance के लिए आते हैं, degree के लिए, finally degree. And the degree, corporates, I sit with them, HRs, when they come for placement, they say, your students are not placeable. I'm on the interview panel sometimes. They're good in some aspects, but they are still not there. They are not ready for 3-4 साल 5 साल पढ़ाया कॉलेज में, उसके बाद भी they are not ready for the corporate. Why? जो मार्केट की रिक्वायरमेंट है वो नहीं दे पा रहा है, मास प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है. आई मीन आई एम नॉट सेइंग, somebody said from here mass production assembly line. अभी एक कार बनेगी फॉर एग्जांपल नैनो या फिर मर्सिडीज ले लो, तो वो एक उनका पूरा साचा बना हुआ है, उसका उसमें से असेंबली लाइन निकलती है एक साथ में, लाइक thousands of Marutis, the thousands of this car or thousands of that car, right? Similarly, there are thousands and lakhs of kids who are coming out, and their assembly line same copy, and after they go to the market, they are not usable. They are वो उसको यूज ही नहीं कर सकते, वो गाड़ी का कोई यूज नहीं है. So what do we do with all the 3, 4, 5 years of education that we are giving? What's going wrong? What's happening, right? So I'm going to touch on one aspect of it. There are many aspects of this, but thank you for that comment there. So ये situation है, अभी हमको समझने की जरूरत है कि ये पर्सन जो हमारे सामने है वो क्या है, और हमारा एक पहले जो एक सिस्टम होता था वो चेंज हो गया है क्योंकि स्टूडेंट्स चेंज हो गए. स्टूडेंट कैसे चेंज हुए? ये तो सिस्टम चेंज हुआ कि भाई पहले रेस्पेक्ट था नहीं. क्यों चेंज हुआ? ये क्या चेंज आया? क्यों ये चेंज आया? अभी रेस्पेक्ट है नहीं है? हाँ, अब सब तरफ से मिल रहा है तो वैल्यू खत्म टीचर की. यस सर. या ओके. या सो दो चीजें बताई सर ने कि पहले के टीचर अलग होते थे, पहले के स्टूडेंट्स भी अलग होते थे, राइट? पहले के टीचर क्या होते थे सर? खास एफर्ट लेते थे, बहुत कुछ करते थे, और स्टूडेंट्स वेर डिफरेंट आल्सो एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, दे वर फोकस्ड, जो सर ने भी बताया फोकस है। आज कंसंट्रेशन चला गया उनका, सोशल मीडिया में ये सारा गड़बड़ हो गया है। हाउ डू यू कनेक्ट विद स्टूडेंट्स देन? अगर हम सभी का जवाब ये है, आर वी कनेक्टेड विद स्टूडेंट्स? yes, no, to what level? Do we really understand them? हाँ, so connection is not WhatsApp connection I'm talking about. मैं बात कर रही हूँ दिल से दिल का connection. Do we really know who these people are? Do we know what's happening in their life? How much do we know them? IQ पता है सबको? IQ standard IQ होता है 100 and 120 130 genius होते हैं, right? And उसके नीचे अगर जाओ तो retardation और ये slow learners ये सारा आता है. Now students are super intelligent. They are born intelligent. They are born with 110 IQ, 120 IQ, right? ये geniuses पैदा हो. ये genius हमारी college class में आता है. जब वो 18 years का हो जाता है हमारी क्लास में आता है. ये geniuses को handle करने का हमारा capacity है क्या? Yeah, the other side of it. The IQ is high, but EQ, we all know what is EQ. What is EQ? Emotional quotient. Emotionally they are down. कुछ थोड़ा सा बोला, मम्मी ने कुछ डांटा, दरवाजा बंद, 2 दिन तक रूम में, right? Sensitive, they are super sensitive, they are vulnerable, they are insecure, they are shy, they are shut in their own world, right? ये पहले इतना था, अभी ज्यादा है. Think about it. You wanted to say something. What's your name? Priya, right? Priya, a big round for Priya. And really big. And the same question, why should they come? Why should they come to college? They come to college for attendance. Okay, sorry, this is all recorded, but that's okay. I mean, this is something that I've been talking in all colleges, not just this, with all faculty, the whole fraternity of education, whether it's dean, HODs, or whatever level, everywhere, leadership trainings that I've done, I've asked, what is the reason? Why are they coming? Why should they come? They're coming for XYZ reason, mark sheet, degree, whatever. But why should they coming? क्या learning, teaching learning processes में क्या उनको कुछ मिल रहा है, या एक relationship है क्या एक टीचर के साथ, एक इंस्टीट्यूशन के साथ? ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. Why should they come to your class? आपकी क्लास में क्यों आना चाहिए स्टूडेंट ने? आपकी क्लास में लास्ट 4 बेंचेस में क्या होता है? हाँ, मोबाइल. लेट्स बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. हाँ, या तो कैरिकेचर्स बनते हैं वहां पर कि आज टीचर कैसा दिख रहा है, उसका एक कैरिकेचर. सारी क्रिएटिविटी लास्ट बेंचेस में होती है ना? स्नैप होता है. और आज टीचर ने कितनी बार मे बी ओके बोला है. आई मीन समबडी हैज दैट हैबिट ऑफ सेइंग समथिंग, तो ये काउंट होगा, हाँ 36, फिर दूसरा बोलेंगे नहीं 37 हो गया, मैंने गिना, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग देयर. हाउ मच आर दे कनेक्टेड टू एजुकेशन, लर्निंग एंड द टीचर पर से? कितना कनेक्शन उनका? चेंज हो गया ना, दुनिया चेंज हो गई, वो खुद भी चेंज हो गए. The youth, what was there 10 years back, he's not the same person. He's more and more vulnerable because more and more social media. ना social interaction तो उसका कमी है. There's no social interaction, hardly any. Interaction कहाँ हो रहा है? सारा मीडिया पे. सेल्फी के ऊपर एक सेल्फी हुआ, उसके वो कितना अच्छा आया, 50 सेल्फी में से एक सेलेक्ट हुआ, वो गया, वो प्रोफाइल पिक्चर में उसको कितने लाइक्स आए, कितने कमेंट्स आए. नहीं आए तो आई एम नॉट अ गुड पर्सन. बहुत सारे आ गए तो आई एम गुड. फिर उसमें फिल्टरेशन आता है, राइट? The more and more we are getting deeper and deeper into this whole hellhole, I would say. And same with all of us also. How many hours are we spending on social media? जितना वक्त मिला वो हमारे हाथ में ये नीचे सर होता है और ये होता है, right? तो पीछे लास्ट बेंचेस, कितने लोग लास्ट बेंचेस? What is the new thing that you have done in the class which helps you connect with your students? Let's look at some slides quickly first. Who are the students? And then I will come with this question again. Next. Oh, there's one more thing. Oh, this is interesting. Elon Musk promises 10,000 jobs at Tesla, college degree not required. Can you think about it? Elon Musk ने तुम्हारा college degree की जरूरत नहीं है, मेरे पास आ जाओ टेस्ला में, I'll train you and you are done. You got the job. The students are reading this, or if they are listening to this, or if they have already read it, हम थोड़ा slow चल रहे हैं, उनको तो पता है ये सब कुछ. So they are not just one Elon Musk, there are many people who would come with this kind of an offer. आज कंपनी को भी जब कॉलेज से बाहर निकलते हैं, they have to train a lot to students. They say they are just not ready. We have to give so many trainings and then they are ready. So what are we doing then? Right? So he's saying कि not required. अब देखो क्या होगा. अभी education industry in itself, everybody needs to think about it. Next. This is a beautiful picture. I really like it. Look at the position of books where they are. It is just a stand for the laptop. I have the universities in my hand. क्या एजुकेशन क्या नॉलेज चाहिए मेरे हाथ में. This is the situation right now. It is like teacher versus technology. And students are picking. Because they want their degree and attendance, they are sitting in your class. But they are not there with you when you are teaching. आप जब पढ़ा रहे हो, उनका कोई ध्यान नहीं, कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं उन्हें. उनके दिमाग में कुछ और ही चल रहा है. ने 15 कॉल किए, अभी तक एक भी कॉल का जवाब नहीं आया. 20 messages हो गए, there is no reply. This is what is going on in their head. Probably because 18 year is the age when not even way earlier. बहुत पहले से ये एक infatuation, attraction ये सब कुछ है. और कॉलेज में this is in thing. I was when counseling students, 80% मेरे जो cases होते थे वो relationship के होते थे. तो शायद उसकी लाइफ में कुछ हो रहा है, लेकिन हम तो चले, हमारा सिलेबस, हमारा टाइम टेबल डा एकदम बुक निकाला और हम शुरू हो गए. ये बोर्ड को ही लग गए हम और हम पढ़ा रहे हैं. एंड दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. आई एम नॉट सेइंग इट्स नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट, बट आर वी रियली इन सिंक विथ व्हाट इज हु इज सिटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ. हमारे सामने जो बैठा है उसके बारे में हमें कुछ भी अंदाजा है कि वो कौन क्या क्रीचर है. So this is what I'm talking about, leading the change. We are leaders, we are teachers. They are looking at us. They are vulnerable. 18 साल के वो. I'm going to show you one video, beautiful video. All right. Wow, we have electricity here back. Next. Okay, see what's the final difference. पहले वो गेम खेलते थे हम, दो पिक्चर में से डिफरेंस निकालो. I have like 4 pictures. Now tell me the difference. See, can you see the difference from 8, 10, 12 to 14? What do you see? क्या डिफरेंस दिख रहा है आपको? मैच्योरिटी है, बच्चा है, मैच्योरिटी है. What else? Clothing. Do you see the colors and the way everything is covered? पहले एकदम बिंदास है, छोटे थे कोई फिक्र नहीं थी, एकदम कॉन्फिडेंट थे, कहीं कूद गए, कुछ भी कर लिया. As you grow up, there is like sense of doubt also. अरे फेल हो गया तो, अरे मम्मी ने डांटा तो, अरे ऐसा हो गया तो, अगर थप्पड़ पड़ी तो, एक्सीडेंट हो गया तो. there are so many things. What if I fail? लोग क्या कहेंगे? ये सारा आ गया, धीरे धीरे पैक हो गया सब कुछ. Dull colors. And also this is a growth cycle where adolescent is a very awkward stage, जहां पर हमें लगता है कि नहीं, I am very different. मेरे बाल ऐसे क्यों हैं? Why do I look like this? Why do I feel like this? Why do I behave like this? Why do I exist? ये सारे क्वेश्चन होते हैं. Think about it when, and also we like the other gender people. So these are the changes, physical, psychological, social, ये सारे changes आते हैं एक adolescent में, और वो वहां से थोड़ा आगे बढ़ के हमारे पास आता है. 18 में they come to us, right? Next. They are like racing cars, I would say. Racing car, full speed, accelerator. Their hormones are like super active. Accelerator पूरा दिया हुआ है. किसने दिया है accelerator? ये nature. This is the nature. You have no control over that because वो full energy में है. उतना ही जल्दी डिप्रेस भी होता है, उतना जल्दी मूड स्विंग्स भी होता है, उतना ही जल्दी एक पिंपल से उसको स्ट्रेस हो जाता है, उतना ही जल्दी बाल अगर ठीक नहीं बने, आज बैड हेयर डे ऐसे निकला है पूरा एक कॉन्सेप्ट, बैड हेयर डे, राइट? 2 बाल खड़े क्यों है मेरे, तो ये एक स्ट्रेस का मैटर होता है. दिस इज जस्ट वेरी बेसिक थिंग्स. देयर आर मेनी स्ट्रेसेस इन देयर लाइफ. ऑलराइट, तो रेसिंग कार है, एज टीचर्स, एज पेरेंट्स, आवर जॉब इज कि वो एक्सीडेंट ना करे. तो हम क्या करते हैं, हम ब्रेक मारते हैं. फिर ब्रेक मारा और एक्सीलेटर तो है ही है, तो हमने ब्रेक मारा और एक्सीलेटर, ब्रेक एंड एक्सीलेटर, व्हाट विल हैपन टू द कार? कार को क्या होगा? डैमेज, एक्सीडेंट, नॉइस, टिल टॉपल, धुआं निकलेगा, आग निकलेगी जो हमें दिखती है हर तरफ, राइट? कैन वी सी सम प्लेसेस in the corridors of college, at home, in rooms, in balconies? Do you see? ये accidents होते रहते हैं घर में, घर के बाहर. I'm talking about accidents which is in between an adult and a kid, adolescent, और एक authority, एक authority. I am the boss, I am the teacher, everybody keep quiet, I am the teacher, I am the authority, right? And he feels कि नहीं नहीं मैं, I am nobody. So this is the whole cycle which goes on. एंड क्योंकि हमने इतनी बार ब्रेक मारा है, बट वो रेसिंग कार है जिसको ब्रेक लग रहा है, तो एक्सीडेंट होते हैं, आवाज होती है, धुआं निकलता है. हाउ कैन, व्हाट कैन वी डू, व्हाट कैन वी डू टू रियली मैनेज दिस काइंड ऑफ कार? वी नीड टू गिव द डायरेक्शन. डोंट फोकस ऑन द ब्रेक, फोकस ऑन द स्टीयरिंग. ब्रेक पे ध्यान मत दो, स्टीयरिंग में. गड्ढे में नहीं जाना चाहिए, एक्सीडेंट नहीं होना चाहिए, स्टीयरिंग पे ध्यान दो. स्पीड कम, किसी ने बोला एक्सीलेटर पे हम पैर हटा देंगे, स्पीड कम हो जाएगी. प्लस वी डोंट हैव एनी कंट्रोल ऑन एक्सीलेटर बिकॉज इट्स द हार्मोन्स व्हिच इज टेकिंग देम विद द स्पीड. हम देखते हैं फर्स्ट ईयर में कभी कभी बहुत सारी एनर्जी होती है स्टूडेंट्स में, दे वांट टू डू सो मच. हमने ब्रेक मार 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 के उसको बैठा दिया, एंड फिर अरे कोई पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर रहा है, कोई जवाब ही नहीं दे रहा है. तो व्हाट्स हैपनिंग, कैन यू सी व्हाट्स हैपनिंग? नेक्स्ट. So they have all the energy to do things. How much are we able to understand? And I want to show one video also which is coming next. Okay, some examples. Exceptional achievers. I'll talk about one only. Next. Shalini Kumari on NIF, National Innovation Foundation. You can look at National Innovation Foundation. This girl in 8th standard, she innovated something which was helpful, which was patented, which was designed by IITs. So I'll not go into details, but NIF का अगर आप website देखोगे, there are many young achievers there. Next. Shrikant बोला, coming from a very small place, small village, गरीब, पैसे नहीं. ये मैंने इसके पहले भी शायद एग्जाम्पल लिया है स्टूडेंट्स के सामने. He met APJ Abdul Kalam, got the scholarship, went to MIT, Massachusetts, got his degree. Now today he is running a Forbes company में उसका नाम है, Forbes ने उसका नाम है उसकी कंपनी का, right? And he is blind, he is visually impaired, and he is reached there. So these, imagine Shrikant Bola is sitting in your class, exceptional qualities. Or Shalini Kumari is there, or Malala is there. The next is Malala on the screen. If you go next. How many of you know Malala? Okay, if you don't know, you have to go and look at her profile. She was shot by Taliban. पाकिस्तान की लड़की है, गर्ल्स एजुकेशन के लिए बहुत सारा वो प्रमोट करती थी. तालिबान इज अगेंस्ट एजुकेशन, अगेंस्ट गर्ल्स एजुकेशन. उन्होंने देखा कि ये कोई लड़की है जिसका नाम मलाला है और ये ऐसा करती है. वो गए, उसको ढूंढा, उसको शूट किया. वो यहाँ से निकल गई गोली, इसलिए उसकी एक आंख थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है, बट वो बच गए. नेक्स्ट. Her book is I Am Malala. You can read that. This is, who is this guy? And what is the flag? What place is this? Any guesses? It is, yeah, it is Canada. Canadian President Justin Trudeau. And Canadian Parliament में she was invited. क्योंकि पाकिस्तान से तो वो निकल गई थी, तो उसे citizenship दी गई Canadian. And she was called in the parliament because of the work that she is doing, and she gave a speech there. उसकी स्पीच की फर्स्ट फ्यू मिनट्स में, शायद 3-4 मिनट में, पूरी कैनेडियन पार्लियामेंट स्टूड अप, स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन उसको 3 बार, the way she was talking. And little girl with a scarf on her head and the voice that she carried. So imagine if Malala is in your class, if Sachin Tendulkar was in your class, right? So these are exceptional people. And how, what? We are with Yellow Pages teaching them. So do we really, it's a big time change required. There are exceptional students, there are students who are into depression maybe. And more of depression because it's in high. Statistics says. Statistics bata raha hai hame. Next. 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 She's talking. Oh, this is Archie Acharya again. Josh talks, we all know. If you have not, if you don't know, then you should look at some Josh talks. Like TikToks, there are Josh talks. Or in particularly, I like this because this is a girl who says, उसके father expire हो गए बहुत early age में, and she said, I was going to school and I saw this board of do you have it in you, army के लिए, and then I thought कि I'll do this, and she went for it, and she was the female, very few females there, and she did the training, and her first posting was in Kashmir and night duties and everything, and she did it, and she's talking about her story in Josh Talk. So these are the things which tells us people who are sitting in front of us are exceptionally talented. Respect they have a lot, but in a different way. Are you able to connect with them? क्या हम उनसे connect कर पा रहे हैं? ये question है. Next. Okay, so we'll go to the video. Do I need to finish my session at 1? Till 1 we have, right? Then you have lunch break and other session. Maybe 5-10 minutes more because we start a little late. So I'm going to, can we have the video? Thank you, Yogesh sir. So I'll tell you which one, the first one. Okay, so pause. Volume है हमारे? Or just pause for a minute. This is one of my favorite speakers, Simon Sinek, and he's talking on millennials. Millennials कौन है और वो क्या है और उनका position क्या है? It's almost 10 minutes video. And see what he has to say about people, today's youth. And he says there is no interview where I'm not asked about millennials. And almost 10 minutes ka hum video dekhenge, and whatever you feel like in your book, in your diaries, whatever statement you feel this is important, this is for me, you can just take a note of it, but pay attention to whatever he's saying, how they are brought up, how they are today, and what we need to do about it. So we can start.
What's the millennial question? Apparently, millennials as a generation, which is a group of people who were born approximately 1984 and after,
Clear for everyone,
are tough to manage. And they're accused of being entitled and narcissistic, and self-interested, unfocused, lazy. But entitled is the big one. And because they confound leadership so much, what's happening is leaders are asking the millennials, what do you want? And millennials are saying, we want to work in a place with purpose, love that. We want to make an impact, whatever that means. We want free food and beanbags. And so somebody articulates some sort of purpose, there's lots of free food and there's beanbags, and yet for some reason, they're still not happy. And that's because they're missing. There's a missing piece. What I've learned is that I can break it down into 4 pieces. Right? There are four things, 4 characteristics. One is parenting. The other one is technology. The third is impatience, and the fourth is environment. The generation that we call the millennials, too many of them grew up subject to, not my words, failed parenting strategies. Where, for example, they were told that they were special all the time. They were told that they could have anything they want in life, just because they want it. Some of them got into honors classes, not because they deserved it, but because their parents complained. And some of them got A's, not because they earned them, but because the teachers didn't want to deal with the parents. Some kids got participation medals. You got a medal for coming in last, right? Which the science we know is pretty clear, which is it devalues the medal and the reward for those who actually work hard. And that actually makes the person who comes in last feel embarrassed because they know they didn't deserve it. So it actually makes them feel worse, right? So you take this group of people and they graduate school and they get a job and they're thrust into the real world. And in an instant, they find out they're not special. Their moms can't get them a promotion. That you get nothing for coming in last. And by the way, you can't just have it because you want it. And in an instant, their entire self-image is shattered. And so you have an entire generation that's growing up with lower self-esteem than previous generations. The other problem, to compound it, is we're growing up in a Facebook, Instagram world.
Pause.
In other words, we're good at putting filters on things.
Pause
We're good at showing.
Okay, first problem हम बात कर रहे हैं कि the way they are brought up is so different. What is the difference? What is he talking about? Yeah. So what's wrong with there? They brought up in a way that everything, I have one child. Earlier there used to be like 5, 6, 7, 8. कुछ भी नंबर होता था वो सारे एक साथ में खेल के शेयरिंग केयरिंग के साथ बड़े होते थे. अभी नाउ इट्स लाइक वन चाइल्ड, एवरीथिंग फॉर हिम, राइट? यू आर माई वॉट एवर, लाल पीला मैं बोलती हूँ कि ये मेरा सब कुछ है. तो एक पैम्पर्ड पूरा एटमॉस्फेयर में वो बड़ा हुआ है. ही हैज हिज ओन टैंट्रम्स, शेयरिंग केयरिंग उतना नहीं है, एंड ऑल्सो ही इज वल्नरेबल, हिज सेल्फ एस्टीम इज डाउन. क्योंकि वो जो हार्ड वर्किंग जो पहले होता था, अर्लियर जो हार्ड वर्किंग, वो हार्ड वर्क से गया ही नहीं, उसको सारा ऑन प्लेट मिल गया है. दिस व्हाट ही इज सेइंग. एंड बाहर जब जाता है वो, तभी उसको वो सारा कुछ प्लेट पे नहीं मिलता है, उसको अपना अपना मेटल, ही हैज टू प्रूव हिमसेल्फ, राइट? और वहां पे उसे लगता है कि अरे दुनिया तो बहुत अलग है, द वे आई एम ब्रॉट अप इज सो डिफरेंट, राइट? आई व्हेन आई से आई शुड गेट इट, मैंने बोला ये मुझसे निकला ऐसे मिल जाना चाहिए, बट इट्स वेरी डिफरेंट स्टोरी आउटसाइड, राइट? तो दैट्स वन थिंग, यू सी द वे दे आर ब्रॉट अप, born and brought up is very different. Second चीज वो कहते हैं about the technology. Now let's look at the technology कि वहां पर क्या हो रहा है, which we all know, but let's listen from his side. Yeah.
People that life is amazing even though I'm depressed. And so everybody sounds tough and everybody sounds like they got it all figured out. And the reality is there's very little toughness and most people don't have it figured out. And so when the more senior people say, well, what should we do? They sound like this is what you got to do. And they have no clue. Right? So you have an entire generation growing up with lower self-esteem than previous generations, right? Through no fault of their own. Through no fault of their own, right? They were dealt a bad hand. Now let's add in technology. We know that engagement with social media and our cell phones releases a chemical called dopamine. That's why when you get a text, it feels good. Right? So, we've all had it where you're feeling a little bit down or feeling a bit lonely. And so you send out 10 texts to 10 friends, hi, 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 hi. Because it feels good when you get a response. It's why we count the likes. It's why we go back 10 times to see if my Instagram is growing slower, did I do something wrong? Do they not like me anymore, right? The trauma for young kids to be unfriended, right? Because we know when you get a hit of dopamine, which feels good. It's why we like it. It's why we keep going back to it. Dopamine is the exact same chemical that makes us feel good when we smoke, when we drink, and when we gamble. In other words, it's highly, highly addictive, right? We have age restrictions on smoking, gambling, and alcohol, and we have no age restrictions on social media and cell phones, which is the equivalent of opening up the liquor cabinet and saying to our teenagers, hey, by the way, this adolescence thing, if it gets you down... But that's basically what's happening. That's basically what's happening, right? That's basically what happened. You have an entire generation that has access to an addictive, numbing chemical called dopamine through social media and cell phones as they're going through the high stress of adolescence. Why is this important? Almost every alcoholic discovered alcohol when they were teenagers. When we're very, very young, the only approval we need is the approval of our parents. And as we go through adolescence, we make this transition where we now need the approval of our peers. Very frustrating for our parents, very important for us. It allows us to acculturate outside of our immediate families into the broader tribe, right? It's a highly, highly stressful and anxious period of our lives, and we're supposed to learn to rely on our friends. Some people, quite by accident, discover alcohol and numbing effects of dopamine to help them cope with the stresses and anxieties of adolescence. Unfortunately, that becomes hardwired in their brains. And for the rest of their lives, when they suffer significant stress, they will not turn to a person, they will turn to the bottle. Social stress, financial stress, career stress. That's pretty much the primary reasons why an alcoholic drinks, right? What's happening is because we're allowing unfettered access to these dopamine-producing devices and media, basically it's becoming hardwired. And what we're seeing is as they grow older, too many kids don't know how to form deep, meaningful relationships. Their words, not mine. They will admit that many of their friendships are superficial. They will admit that their friends, that they don't count on their friends, they don't rely on their friends, they have fun with their friends, but they also know that their friends will cancel on them if something better comes along. Deep, meaningful relationships are not there because they never practice the skill set, and worse, they don't have the coping mechanisms to deal with stress. So when significant stress starts to show up in their lives, they're not turning to a person, they're turning to a device, they're turning to social media, They're turning to these things which offer temporary relief. We know, the science is clear, we know that people who spend more time on Facebook suffer higher rates of depression than people who spend less time on Facebook. These things balanced. Alcohol is not bad, too much alcohol is bad. Gambling is fun, too much gambling is dangerous. There's nothing wrong with social media and cell phones. It's the imbalance. If you're sitting at dinner with your friends and you're texting somebody who's not there,
so ahead he's talking even about depression, which comes because of all these activities. All right, now you tell me, what did you get of it? Technology when he's talking. This technology, how much are they using, right? And he says dopamine. We all know dopamine release hota hai. Alcohol से जो होते हैं वो सेम चीज रिलीज होते हैं सोशल मीडिया से एंड ultimately they there's no meaningful relationship. They don't know how to deal with stress and anxieties. They don't have any true friends. They turn to only depressed hai, they go to Facebook or maybe whatever Instagram, Snapchat and whatever they are using, everything, and they are more and more detached with real people. They're sitting in the class, they're in college. How many hours are there in their phone in college? Think about it. Now, how do we engage with? This is a change of the world around them, change of the people who are sitting in front of us, and we are teachers. Some of them are just starting the journey. And I'm glad I'm talking to you, all the young teachers today. Think of my responsibility for these 60 students who are sitting in front of me. Who are these people? How do I connect with them? They are not connected with their own selves. और स्ट्रेस और एंजाइटीज उनकी लाइफ में है, और रिलेशनशिप या कोई भी पर्सन जिसके पास मैं जाके अपनी बात कह सकता हूँ, ऐसा कोई नहीं है इनके पास. EQ, I was talking about EQ. Emotional quotient is going down. Now, what do we do? As teacher, we are there with yellow pages. मुझे तो पढ़ाना है, मुझे तो इतना डाउनलोड करना है, वहां से अपलोड हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है, आई डोंट नो. आई हैव टू फिनिश माई सिलेबस. आज का टाइम टेबल ये है, अटेंडेंस इतनी होनी चाहिए. That is my concern. And my job is done. Very good teacher. पूरा syllabus complete किया. And पता चला कि somebody jumped from the 10th floor. What happens to all the teaching that we are giving, which is there already on YouTube and Google? How do we connect? Now tell me, what are the new things that you're doing or you should be doing to really connect with these kids in classroom? Let's talk practical. कैसे पढ़ाना होना चाहिए या कैसे हम पढ़ाते हैं या क्या चेंज होने, यहाँ पे चेंज की. This is leading the change. Two places I'll talk. One is definitely in the classroom. One is outside the classroom. And I am sitting here. I am a leader. I am responsible for my class. See, I don't have control over यूनिवर्सिटी कैसे चलेगी, इसकी पॉलिसीज ऐसी है, नोटिस लेट आती है, कुछ भी आ जाता है, हमें फॉलो करना पड़ता है. कभी इतना वक्त होता ही नहीं है. अभी बताया कि ये कमेटी आ रही है, सडनली कोई विजिट पे आ जाता है, अभी बोल दिया ये करो, अभी बोल दिया वो करो. Now I have been taking these sessions for faculty members for like 2 decades now, almost 18 years, and I'm hearing all these stories from all the forums that I'm going. So my point is, these things are there. It is very much part of any institution. Whether you are at the fresher level, आप 5 साल 10 साल 15 साल आपका है, आप पोजीशंस कुछ लेते हो, डीन्स एचओडीज है, बिजिएस्ट पीपल देयर. हाँ, वो डीन को क्या बताया, उन्होंने नोटिस भेज दिया, हमारा क्या होगा, हम कैसे करेंगे, हमारा see, they have their own levels of pressures. I'm not going to talk about all the hierarchy. Director, the bigger position, the bigger challenges. You're on the line of fire straight. Your bigger stakes, right? So understand, you are at the happy spot, happy place, and you can make a difference. So I'm talking about my playground. My playground is my classroom. I have full authority here. I have all my freedom to play as I want. Now, what are the things that I am going to do to connect with my students? 60 minutes, 60 students, and syllabus, and timetable. What are the things differently you will do, or you are already doing? कितने लोगों ने already पढ़ाना शुरू किया यहाँ पर? सभी ने. कितना टाइम हो गया? More than a month? Okay. And here there are people who are already into this since 5, 6, 10 years, 18, 22 years, 23 years. Okay. So we'll hear from everybody. What are the things that will really connect with you with your students? And is it a necessity? First of all, ये जरूरत है क्या हमें करने की? Is it why? पढ़ा दिया मेरा काम हो गया ना. I'm getting salary for first teaching and also so many other things that I'm supposed to do, which I'm doing. Why do I need to really think about कि मैं कैसे पढ़ाऊँ क्लास में कैसे जाऊँ और I need to connect or what is happening to them? What is happening to them? Whatever. My job is done. Right? So as parents, how many of your parents of teenagers know? You all are teenagers rather. So, yeah. So she's laughing there. Oh my God. Are you teaching? शुरू कर दिया टीच करना. Okay. These are all students जिनका मैंने ट्रेनिंग लिया था. Students थे तभी. So guys, you are, I would call teenager. I am also a teenager because we are learning and we are vulnerable sometimes. We feel insecure sometimes. We also feel like a teen. Mood swings हमारे भी होते हैं, right? हम बहुत दूर नहीं है वो age से. You are closer to that age. I am little far. But they are very, very insecure. They have low confidence. They are not ready for the future. They are not ready to take responsibilities. हम कैसे help कर सकते हैं? Along with your, of course, syllabus and timetable. So tell me how. Think about it. Okay, do one thing. Talk to your partner. Think कि मैं क्लास में शायद ये 1, 2, 3 चीज करूंगा या एक करूंगा आधी करूंगा whatever. Talk with your partner and between both of you decide which one you want to share. Which clicks with both of you. All right? So I'm giving you 30 seconds to think. 30 seconds to talk. Okay, your time starts. No. Your time still 30 seconds. Everybody, those who are online, you also take a paper and a pen. 30 seconds. Think about it. What is one thing that I should do in my class along with my syllabus timetable? Of course, that is there. One thing, one strategy that I can use so that I empower the students. मैंने उनका confidence, self-esteem को बढ़ाया. ऐसा क्या मैं कर सकती हूँ? या किया है already? Five seconds. Okay. So discussing with the partner, I'll skip it for now and then I'm going to take directly whatever you feel is the right thing to do. I'll talk about some students. Look at on the screen. There are students who are into smoking alcohol and other activities, right? What do you think? What percentage would be in smoking? Below 50% or above 50%? My God, what confidence. Look at them. Like above 50% ही है. Any in drugs? What do you think? Weed is simple drug. है ना? हाँ, yes भी बोल रहे हैं. हाँ, simple drug. Experience है काफी यहाँ पर. What is it? All right. Okay. What do you think? Some percentage in drugs also. मैंने students को ही पूछा. And you ask someday. And you'll know the numbers. They'll tell you. I mean, they know how to really do with whitener. क्या करना चाहिए? They know. Oh my God. Hostel में तो you'll have to see kind of experiments that they do. One student I was talking online. मैं pandemic की बात कर रही हूँ. And 5 days का workshop था वो. And the students around 150 were there. And 120 on that day, 122 kuch the students. And first day, they really connect well with me. I been talking to them and I talk their language. And there was one student sharing and he said, okay, ma'am, I was into drugs. This is first year I'm talking about, 18 years. Okay, he's saying, I was into drugs and there are 120 other his classmates are listening. I was into drugs, and me and my some friends, and this was in when we were like 2 साल पहले की बात है, which means he was just 16 then. They all were. And हम एक शादी में गए, वहाँ पर एक हमें पर्सन मिला. We were all like zoned because हमने ड्रग्स कंज्यूम किया हुआ था. ये आदमी हमें एक कार्ड दिया और बोला कि you all need some, if you need some help, this is not something good that you're doing, and this is the real thing I'm talking about. 2020 में there was an online workshop I was taking, and so these people next morning when they got into their senses, they look at the card, they thought let's go and meet this person. They went there, and that man was again a life coach, and he says like you, he was also life coach helping people, and he helped us. He had an NGO जो डी एडिक्शन का ही काम करता था. हम सब ने छोड़ दिया और हम उसका एनजीओ ज्वाइन किया हमने, और हमने 72 लोगों को छुड़वाया है. Can you imagine? This is a student of 18-year-old talking. इतने लोगों को, you want to meet the students? I can introduce the student to श्रद्धा पार्क में मैं मिलाऊंगी ये स्टूडेंट से आपको. Right? So I can, he's still in touch, like those 2020 में सेशन हुआ था मेरा. Now he's saying कि ये मैंने ज्वाइन किया, हमारे ग्रुप में से एक लड़के ने नहीं छोड़ा था. कुछ टाइम के बाद में उसकी मम्मी का फोन आया कि इसका एक्सीडेंट हो गया है, हम हॉस्पिटल गए. ही वाज ऑन वर्ज ऑफ डाइंग एंड मदर वाज क्राइंग लाइक क्रेजी, एंड वी कुड नॉट बेयर दैट, हम देख भी नहीं पाए उसकी मम्मी को कि द वे शी वाज क्राइंग, क्योंकि अंडर इन्फ्लुएंस उसने वो एक्सीडेंट किया था, एंड ही लॉस्ट हिज लाइफ. So imagine he's talking and there are 120 students listening to this, and there was pin drop silence. एक एंड पे वो कहता है कि मैं ड्रग्स करता था, सेकेंड एंड पे वो बोलता है कि आई टुक अ कंप्लीट यू टर्न, आई मेट समबडी इन माय लाइफ हु हेल्प्ड मी टू रियली हेल्प अदर पीपल टू कम आउट ऑफ दिस एडिक्शन. Imagine, this is a strength they have. Do not underestimate them. Touch their lives, however possible. And we are responsible for them. Somewhere we are responsible for them. No fault of theirs, he's telling Simon. Right? So kahin na kahin environment, hum, parents and teachers, these are the two important people. उनको अप्रूवल चाहिए फ्रॉम पेरेंट्स, देन फ्रॉम पीयर्स. पीयर्स से अप्रूवल नहीं मिलता है, दे गेट इनटू स्ट्रेस एंड एंजाइटी, एंड दे गेट इनटू अल्कोहल एंड ऑल द काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. रिलेशनशिप इतना ज्यादा फैला हुआ है. अगेन वन स्टूडेंट, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट क्विकली, शी वाज लाइक आई एम टू relationship with a boy, and she was in second year of her education. So she said 2-3 साल पहले की बात है, again 16-17, and I was also, we were physical also, and then families को पता चला, we were kind of about to marry, like marriage was there, I mean decided. फिर I met a girl, I started liking her more than my boyfriend. Now you tell me, if I marry my boyfriend, my life is secure, fine, nice. And if I go after this girl, I don't know what happens to my life. Now you tell me, what do I do? Isn't it a real problem? Now they are going through this. LGBTQ is something, you all know what it is, right? This is so much. There's so much anxiety inside them. I'm talking about normal students, उनका तो anxiety है ही है, ये additional है. उनकी लाइफ में क्या रहा है, देखो ये एज के हिसाब से उनकी एंजाइटी, स्ट्रेस, ये सारा होता है, लेकिन एडिशनल अगर कोई और चीज है कि माय जेंडर, आई एम कंफ्यूज अबाउट माय जेंडर, एंड पीपल आर नॉट, सोसाइटी इज नॉट रेडी टू लिसन टू मी, माय पेरेंट्स आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड मी, आई एम इन द क्लोजेट, ऑलराइट, आई हैव अट्रैक्शन टुवर्ड्स सेम जेंडर, व्हाट डू आई डू? नाउ दिस इज सच अ बिग क्वेश्चन and such a big struggle inside their head. So these are the cases, just 2 cases. I thought I'll just, because this slide was there, I thought of talking about this. Now ये हमारी क्लास में 60 स्टूडेंट्स, उसमें से शायद 1-2 है ऐसे, किसी के घर में कुछ हो रहा है, किसी का फाइनेंशियल है, किसी का करियर क्राइसिस है, कुछ चल रहा है, एंड वी आर देयर. मेरा आज का एजेंडा ये है, कम ऑन, ओपन योर बुक्स एंड डा 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 एंड फिनिश. And what happens to the students who are there? So we are bringing a generation which is like low on self-esteem. So somewhere, since we are into education field, it is our responsibility. So what are the things that you'll do? क्या लिखा है उस पे हम आएंगे. What are things that you'll do in class to really have that connection कि उसे प्रॉब्लम है, वो आपके पास आके बात करेगा. डिफिकल्ट है ना, 60 मिनट 60 स्टूडेंट्स. दिस इज द चेंज आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, कि हम जो करते आ रहे हैं इतने सालों से, what change can we bring? So I want some suggestions from you. Come on. Agreed. What is your name? Sujata. Clap for her, please. And a good clap. Very good clap. देखो, एक सिंपल एक्टिविटी किया सैटरडे को, इंट्रोड्यूस योर पार्टनर, फिनिश. नाउ यू डोंट इवन नो कि वो इंट्रोडक्शन में उसने जो बोला वो शायद उसको इतना हिट किया दूसरे उसके फ्रेंड को कि बोला कि वाह मेरे बारे में क्या बोल, वी आर फ्रेंड्स फॉर लाइफ. खत्म, एक कनेक्शन बन गया वहां पर. सिंपल एक्टिविटी, राइट? एनी मोर सजेशंस? यस. Yeah.
अपने से हायर के सामने भी हम बात कर सकते हैं.
देखो बीबीए दोनों को साथ में भिड़ा दिया, सॉरी फॉर माय लैंग्वेज, बट सम एक्टिविटी वेयर the juniors and seniors are coming together, so there is a connection established. Now MBA BBA management में ये opportunities ज़्यादा मिलती है. If you talk about science and pharmacy and agriculture and engineering, these opportunities are not as much. You have to create those activities. You have to create those opportunities where they find a way to connect with their peers or with you. Okay? Yeah, thank you for sharing. Anything more? Yeah. हाँ, so anything that they enjoy doing. क्लास में 5 मिनट ऐसे निकालो जहां you are talking about them or what is happening around the world. Whatever I told you, metaverse and Neuralink, ये सारा बता दो उनको जाकर. उनको लोग हो टीचर को कितना पता है. Okay? And she is somebody like me. Somebody who knows. Right? But उसके लिए थोड़ा होमवर्क करना पड़ेगा. आज तो मैंने रेडीमेड मटेरियल दे दिया आपको, लेकिन थोड़ा सा be aware of what is happening in their life and life around them. All right? And talk about these things. Just spend 5 minutes, maybe starting and in between wherever you feel. All right? Which is, तो फिर हमारे सिलेबस का क्या होगा? वैसे तो हमारा कंप्लीट नहीं होता है. Right? That's the question. है ना? Sir is like, नहीं मैडम, ये क्वेश्चन का तो आप जवाब दे. आप ही जवाब दो सर. What do you think? How will we complete our syllabus अगर 5-5 मिनट ऐसे निकाल दिए हमने? हो जाएगा मैडम, कॉन्फिडेंस है मैडम, हो जाएगा. हम इतना सिलेबस और इसके चक्कर में रहते हैं. How much they are getting actually, or did any, I'm sure you have done this. How much are you engaging them? 4 यूनिट पढ़ाना है, 4 ग्रुप बना दिए. Every group is going to kind of, हाँ, डिवाइड. ये हम सब करते हैं, राइट? डिवाइड कर दिया. This is the best thing to do. This is the best thing to do. एक तो सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज है कि आपका काम कम हो गया और एक टीम बन गई, कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड हुआ. दे कैन स्टैंड अप एंड टॉक, दे प्रिपेयर. जब आप स्टूडेंट थे, आपने जो सब्जेक्ट पढ़ा था, एग्जांपल कोई भी चैप्टर या कोई भी थियोरी, वो जब स्टूडेंट करके पढ़ा था और जब टीचर करके पढ़ा, वो दोनों में डिफरेंस है, राइट? अभी वो स्टूडेंट को यहाँ आकर खड़े होकर वो टॉपिक पढ़ाना है तो कितना लेवल पे वो पढ़ेगा? आपका तो काम हो गया बैठे बिठाए. एटलीस्ट 4 ग्रुप है जिनको एक यूनिट तो हो गया कंप्लीट, राइट? एंड दोज हु आर लिटिल स्लो एंड जो कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं है, उनके लिए हम क्या करेंगे? इन ग्रुप, मेक अ मिक्स ग्रुप वेयर देयर आर सम कॉन्फिडेंट, सम नॉट सो कॉन्फिडेंट. टेल देम दैट यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू टॉक, यू आर गोइंग टू प्रिपेयर. टॉकिंग बिजनेस विल बी डन बाय पीपल हु आर नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट. यू विल हैव टू प्रिपेयर देम. सी कितना सारा एनर्जी आ जाएगा थ्रू आउट. दिस इज वन स्ट्रेटेजी. यूज योर हेड, यूज योर creativity and think how you can see that they are good in their confidence, they are building relationships. और ये सारी एक्टिविटी जहां आप कम से कम बात करते हो और आपके स्टूडेंट ज्यादा बात करते हैं, देखो सिलेबस को कुछ नहीं होगा, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. इंस्टेड ऑफ यू टीचिंग, आई एम द बॉस, आई नो, मैं ही हूं जो आपको पढ़ा सकता हूं. वो जो एटीट्यूड से हम जब बाहर आएंगे और कहेंगे ओके आई वॉन्ट योर पार्टिसिपेशन इन दिस टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस, कम ऑन टेल मी, देखो कैसे खड़े होते हैं फटाफट, एंड दिल बी हैप्पी प्रिपेयरिंग, दिल बी हैप्पी हेल्पिंग. वन और टू मोर थिंग्स. और आप क्या करते हो ऑलरेडी, योर टीचर्स, योर एक्सपीरियंस, एनीथिंग दैट यू आर डूइंग विच इज वर्किंग. समटाइम्स थिंग्स विल नॉट वर्क. I experimented something, didn't work, okay let me change my strategy. क्या टीचर ने सॉरी बोलना चाहिए स्टूडेंट्स को? हाँ. इफ रिक्वायर्ड, ओ आई एम सॉरी आई फॉरगॉट, इट्स ओके, इट्स ओके. क्या पेरेंट्स सॉरी बोल सकते हैं बच्चों को? यस. क्या टीचर्स? आई तो नो, हाउ कैन आई से सॉरी? नहीं, अगर गलत भी हुआ है तो गोल गोल घुमा के आ जाएंगे कहीं से. बट दे नो स्टूडेंट्स नो, दे आर लाइक सुपर स्मार्ट, राइट? सो इट इज ओके. आस्क देम. कोई जो स्मार्ट दो तीन बंदे हैं उनको पकड़ो और बोलो, उसको पूछो कि भाई बताओ और इंटरेस्टिंग कैसे बना सकते हैं क्लास को. They'll give some weird ideas. Not necessary that you have to implement everything, but they'll come with some creative, very super ideas also. They are super creative human beings. Sit with them, understand. But it's not going to be easy. Okay? Stand up for a minute, all of you. Stand up, stand up, stand up. बहुत देर से बैठे हैं सब लोग. थोड़ा एक छोटा सा एक्टिविटी करेंगे. ये बिग होता है और ये स्मॉल होता है. हम थोड़ा इसका उल्टा करेंगे. ओके? जब मैंने बिग बोला तो ऐसे हाथ रहेंगे, जब मैंने स्मॉल बोला तो ऐसे हाथ रहेंगे. ओके? हमने बचपन से सीखा है कि ये बिग होता है, ये स्मॉल होता है. अभी हम उल्टा करेंगे उसका. हाँ? एंड अगर आपने गलत किया तो आप बैठ जाएंगे. हाँ? और ईमानदारी से, अगर जरा भी हाथ हिला है आपका, मतलब आपका गलत हुआ है और आप बैठ जाएंगे. ओके? स्मॉल, बिग, बिग. हाँ, जितने हाथ हिले सब बैठ जाएंगे. बिग और स्मॉल, स्मॉल, बिग, 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 स्मॉल, स्मॉल, बिग, स्मॉल, 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 बिग, बिग, स्मॉल, स्मॉल. स्मॉल, स्मॉल. ओ देखो, शी इज लाइक यहाँ इतना ही, शी इज लाइक इतने में ही घूम रही वो, ताकि चाहे बिग हो या स्मॉल हो, आई एम इनटू द रेंज. दैट्स सो स्मार्ट. बिग, सी, दैट इज हर. स्मॉल, स्मॉल, बिग, बिग. ओके, क्लैप फॉर देम, बोथ ऑफ देम. हमारा माइंड कंडीशनड है, जो चीज को उसको चेंज करना मुश्किल होता है. अभी हमने देखे बिग और स्मॉल में क्या हुआ. हमने घड़ी दूसरे हाथ में पहने, हम कुछ देर के लिए अनकंफर्टेबल लगेगा, राइट? एनी चेंज इज गोइंग टू बी डिफिकल्ट. क्लासरूम में जो हम सालों से करते आ रहे हैं, जो स्टाइल से हम पढ़ाते आ रहे हैं, उसमें हमें शिफ्ट लाने की जरूरत है. एनीथिंग दैट यू डू, आज 60 मिनट्स का जो लेक्चर है उसमें देखो कि कहाँ स्कोप है, कि वेयर आई कैन डू व्हाट, बाय विच आई कैन डेवलप देयर कॉन्फिडेंस on their own selves, by which I can see that he is able to trust other people, where he is able to build relationships. That is the change you have to bring into your teaching methods, and that's your playground. That's your playground. I'm not asking something which is beyond your capacities. Next, we'll look at everything quickly, all slides. Ma'am, what time do I finish? 10 more minutes? Okay. Next. The research reveals that there are more school dropouts, drugs, alcohol, suicide rate, teenage pregnancy, and violence and depression in students. These numbers are rising, and we are somewhere responsible for this. Next. World has changed, students have changed, teachers versus technology. What is the feeling around? My feeling around is, next, we are in charge, and which means taking care of people who are in our charge. If we are in charge, which means taking care of people who are in our charge. मेरे charge में मेरी class के बच्चे आज 60 minutes तक है. That's my job, how to make that two things. One is confidence कैसा बढ़ा सकती हूँ मैं? Second is they are able to trust and build relationship. What did Simon said? They are not able to make relationship. They don't know where to go if they are stressed, anxiety, depression. यहाँ कहाँ जाना है? They have so many friends now. मेरी class is 60. They are all friends at least. Like one person is friend to 10 at least. He knows where to go. So can I build that culture, that environment where my class is like one class and they all are connected with me? Do something. Do that little thing. It will not ask for extra time. It will ask for extra methods, extra skills, extra thought process. बहुत सारा thought process जाएगा उसमें. ये मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी और change लाना पड़ेगा. It will come, but it will come gradually. क्योंकि change easy नहीं है. This is leading change. And this is going to impact like generations. क्योंकि आज मैंने वो चेंज लाया है ये 60 एंड एक साल भर मेरे साथ में है, एक सेमेस्टर मेरे साथ में, एक सब्जेक्ट के लिए मेरे साथ में है. लेट मी सी फ्रॉम हियर टिल वेयर दे आर गोइंग. नेक्स्ट. ओके, दिस इज हाउ द चेंज हैपेंस. फर्स्ट वी आर सेटिस्फाइड विद समथिंग. राइट साइड में हम जाएंगे. नो, विल गो नीचे. सेटिस्फाइड, उसके नीचे डिनायल. एक चेंज होता है डिनायल. ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है. इतना चेंज हो गए स्टूडेंट्स, इतना चेंज हो गए. ओ माय गॉड, नो, दिस इज नॉट हैपनिंग टू मी. We go next. Right side, confusion. No. Last slide. फिर confusion होगा. अच्छा, अरे चेंज तो हो गए स्टूडेंट्स, मेरी सुनते ही नहीं है. मैं क्लास में जाता हूँ, इतना हंगामा करते हैं, they don't listen to me or they don't respond to me. मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा, कोई रेस्पॉन्ड ही नहीं कर रहा है. राइट. एंड देन देयर इज अ कंफ्यूजन. व्हाट डू आई डू? एंड देन रिन्यूअल. ओके, नाउ आई नीड टू लर्न न्यू स्ट्रेटजीज ऑफ डीलिंग विद देम. सो दिस इज अ होल साइकिल. फर्स्ट, फिर सेटिस्फैक्शन, फिर से सेटिस्फैक्शन हो जाएगा. अगेन गो बैक. नेक्स्ट, नेक्स्ट, next, next. These are the things we do in college. So many things. In between all these things, we'll have to find time to make that connection. Next. Next. Engage and appreciate. Next. ऊपर. Engage करना है, class में engage करना है और appreciate करना है. Appreciation is something which is little bit lacking. क्यों वो lacking है? क्लास में जितना अप्रिसिएशन होना चाहिए उतना होता नहीं क्लास में. अभी हम क्लास में अप्रिशिएट करेंगे तो हमारे सर पे बैठ के डांस करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स. दिस इज वन फियर. यस,
यूजुअली हम हर जगह आइडियलिज्म फॉलो करते हैं, लेकिन हम ये भूल जाते हैं कि हर इंसान को आइडियलिज्म में फिट हुई जरूरी नहीं है. फॉर एग्जांपल के तौर पे अगर मैरिज के लिए देखा जाए तो राम और सीता को आइडियलिज्म माना जाता है. बट जो चीजें उन दिनों पॉसिबल थी, क्या वो आज की जनरेशन में पॉसिबल है? सेम चीजें स्टडी में भी होती है. बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर को हम एक आइडियल स्टूडेंट के रूप में देखते हैं, लेकिन क्या वो चीजें करना हर एक बच्चे के लिए पॉसिबल है?
सो व्हाट इज द अंडरलाइन दैट यू आर सेइंग कि व्हाट शुड बी टीचर डूइंग?
हमें आइडियलिज्म के बाहर देखना पड़ेगा.
ओके, सो वी हैव अ परफेक्ट पिक्चर इन आवर माइंड कि ऐसा होना चाहिए. स्टूडेंट मींस उसने उठकर गुड मॉर्निंग बोलना चाहिए. एंड so this is the frame that is there in our mind. That means he's a good student. I mean, unless and until you make it a compulsion or a penalty basis, they'll not get up and say good morning. घर में आते हैं, गेस्ट आते हैं, हम बच्चों को बोलते हैं, हाँ विश नहीं किया, नमस्कार बोलो. नहीं बोला तो वो तांडव हो गया घर में. राइट. बट they are like that. They have why for everything. Why should we do this? Now we have to explain them. ऐसा नहीं कि बोल दिया मम्मी ने और कर लिया. No, it's not going to happen. टीचर ने बोला हाँ, out of compulsion they'll do it. Out of respect they'll not do it. So understand that come out of that ये perfect student है. अगर respect नहीं किया मतलब वो student अच्छा नहीं है. No, they have different ways of respecting people, different ways of connecting with you. All right. So the question is engage and appreciate. Why we are not able to appreciate? Because we have a frame in mind. This is the perfect student. ये ऐसा है तो very good boy. वेरी गुड बॉय. कौन? जो चुपचाप बैठा है. बट चुपचाप बैठना इज नॉट द नेचर ऑफ दिस स्टूडेंट एट दैट एज. टू गुड इज नॉट गुड. अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, राइट? टू गुड इज नॉट गुड. देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम देयर. अगर स्टूडेंट्स हल्ला नहीं करेंगे तो वो स्टूडेंट्स ही नहीं है. इन स्पाइट ऑफ ऑल दैट हल्ला वी नीड टू अप्रिशिएट देम. हल्ला किया, बहुत अच्छा, वेरी गुड. नो, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट. I'm saying find reasons why and how you can appreciate them. We are deprived. Students are deprived of appreciation. कैसे करना है वो आपका रिसर्च अभी आपको करना होगा कि हाउ यू कैन रियली एंगेज देम एंड अप्रिशिएट देम. दीज आर द थिंग्स, वर्ड्स दैट आई एम गिविंग यू टुडे. ओके, नेक्स्ट. बिकॉज आज इतने टाइम में इतना ही मिलेगा. आई मीन दिस इज द लिमिटेड टाइम दैट वी हैव, बट दिस इज द थिंग दैट आई एम लिविंग. वर्ल्ड इज चेंजिंग, स्टूडेंट्स आर चेंजिंग. व्हाई आर वी दैट सेम वे? We need to change to connect with them, and they are vulnerable, so it's important. He's a good artist, and he says 1/9 of education is sorry, go back. Encourage 9/10. 10 में से 9 marks तो मैं encouragement को दूं. That's education, he's saying. That's what is required today. Next. The secret to a clean kitchen is simple. Don't cook. देखो, पकाओगे तो हाथ गंदे होंगे, कपड़े, किचन सब कुछ गंदा होगा. पकाना ही नहीं है तो फिर तो कोई नहीं ना. हैप्पीली या मेरा येलो पेजेस एंड मैं खुश है, निकल रहा है ना, टाइम निकल रहा है, सब कुछ अच्छा हो रहा है. बट व्हाट इज द जनरेशन दैट वी आर प्रोड्यूसिंग? दीज आर आवर चिल्ड्रन, दे आर आल्सो गोइंग टू सम स्कूल. या, सो वी आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल समवेयर. डोंट डू एनीथिंग, नोबडी इज आस्किंग यू, and do things, and you'll have like huge fan followings of students who are like, "Whoa teacher, whoa ma'am."
वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. बाकी के जो इंटेलिजेंट मैम आपको मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हुई है, आप उसको बोल रहे हो. मैंने बोला देखो अभी उसने आज पढ़कर आया था, और सेकंड डे से फिर पढ़कर आना स्टार्ट किया उसने.
One word of appreciation. Very intelligent, ये बोला. And again, you know, appreciation के अपने do's and don'ts भी है. So we'll not go into that detail, but of course you can so there's something called descriptive praise. So you can research on this, कि how to actually do the praise or appreciation. कभी-कभी appreciation backfire भी करता है. Okay, so you have to be careful. But the point is generally appreciation कम है तो आप करो, थोड़ा बहुत इधर-उधर तीर लग जाएगा तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन at least do it. Have that culture of appreciation and engaging. पहला engage करो. First you engage them in various activities. See as much as they can do. Right? And then you appreciate them. Those who are doing, you'll have to, those who are not doing, how to appreciate. Find reasons. Right? So this is what I'm giving you today. I'll not take your response because I don't have a lot of time. I'm sorry. Madam ने मुझे bell बजा दी already. So I want to conclude it quickly. In the meantime, any questions, anything, anybody has anything to say? Question, short, anything? Okay, next. This is a lovely story, but I'll skip this. Next. This is again a beautiful story. I want to take this. Taj Group of Hotels. Screen पे मत देखो, I'll just tell you the story. Taj Group of Hotels, we know Taj Group. उन्होंने जापानीज से एक बंदे को बुलाया ट्रेनिंग करने के लिए. Now this guy, very short, tiny guy, and English is also not that great because Japanese people, they can't speak English. He came and Taj Group में all staff is sitting in the workshop and they said कि ये क्या सिखाएगा हमको? We are Taj. And he came and he said, okay, let's go to, what are we doing here? I was told this is workshop. There's no work. There's no shop here. So let's go to the place where the work is happening. And he took everybody. और सब सोच रहे कि ये क्या हो रहा है? वो tiny थोड़ा short जापानीज के पीछे पीछे सब चल दिए. वो फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे गया, देखा कि लॉन्ड्री रूम है, और उसने कहा कि ये यहाँ पे लॉन्ड्री रूम कितना अच्छा व्यू है, बाहर खिड़की से देखा. सब सोच रहे हैं कि यार हमको भी पता है यहाँ का व्यू अच्छा है. Why is he telling us this? इतना पैसा देके इसको इसलिए बुलाया हमने. Then he's saying कि ये लॉन्ड्री रूम क्यों रखा हुआ है? इसको साफ करो, इसको गेस्ट रूम बनाओ, कल से इस पे इनकम चालू हो जाएगी. तो जो पीछे उसके चल रहा था मैनेजर, उसने बोला कि हाँ सर मैंने नोट कर लिया कि इसको करना है. तो बोले नोट क्या करना है? वो बोले मीटिंग मिनट्स में जाएगा. बोले कोई मीटिंग मिनट्स नहीं, कोई नोट्स नहीं, कम ऑन डू इट राइट नाउ. सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को लगा दिया, रूम साफ किया. बोले आफ्टरनून तक ये रूम क्लीन होना चाहिए, एंड यहाँ पर बेड एंड गेस्ट रूम इसको बनाओ और कल से इससे रेवेन्यू शुरू करो. दैट इज व्हाट ही सेड, दिस इज द एक्शन, दिस इज व्हाट यू नीड टू डू टुडे. एंड ही गेव अ वर्ड कॉल्ड मूडा. ही सेड जापानीज में मूडा वो चीज होती है जो अननेसेसरी चीजें होती है, unnecessary waste of time, resources, anything that is unnecessary thoughts, unnecessary waste of time in the classroom. Unnecessary thoughts is also उसने ऐसे बोला, उसने ऐसे क्यों किया. हम वर्क करते टीम में, राइट? तो ऊपर से लेके नीचे तक लोग हैं, उसने ऐसा, तो ये सारी चीजें, मूडा इज लाइक अ वेरी वाइड वर्ड. तो मैंने ये जब पढ़ा सारा तो मैंने मूडा रिसर्च किया. कि क्या होता है मूडा. तो it gave a lot of explanation. So it was not just the story which came on the WhatsApp. Okay, so he's saying कि मूडा in your life, wherever there is waste of time and resources and energy, check in your 24 days आप कहाँ पर waste कर रहे हो. Remove those things from your life and see that you are focused to what you want to do in life. We all have goals. Being teachers, we have our goals. Pursue your goals. Also take care of your students. Right? Next. I have to go to the last slide. Next. Next. Oh, I'll skip this. Next. Oh, see this. Tells us something. See this. It tells us something. मैंने तो पढ़ा दिया ना. No, go back one. Thank you. मैंने अपना काम किया ना. मैंने पढ़ा दिया. My job is to teach. I've done my job. That person who painted the road also is saying, I did my job. झाड़ हटाना मेरा काम नहीं है. If he's not a good human being, or he's vulnerable, or he's insecure, or his confidence is low, that is not what I'm here for. I'm here for degree. वो मिल गया ना उसको. चाहे मैंने पढ़ाया, उसने पढ़ा 1 महीने में आखिरी में. This is the job. So we are saying कि that's not my job to move the tree. And the painter is right. He did his job. So look at it. Is it professionalism? Is written there. This is not my job. Next. Okay, this is a Rwanda. Rwanda is a place in Africa. It's a country. It's an African country. पूरा country है रवांडा. छोटा सा है. लेकिन वहाँ पर लोग आप देख रहे हो सफाई कर रहे हैं. Last Saturday of every month, the entire Rwanda country, there is no work happening. कोई पूरा close होता है. पूरी offices are closed. Every office is closed. Everybody cleanest country in whole Africa, because that's a rule there. कि every last Saturday of the month, everybody goes and cleans. Who's going to clean? मेरा घर कौन साफ करेगा? मुझे ही साफ करना है ना. Right? So this college, this whole university is my home. If the product out of it is not the way which can survive in the society, which can be on his own self, then what did I do? I did not do the work I needed to be doing as in my house, right? So Rwanda is one example, which is a beautiful example. हम गाड़ी लेकर जाते हैं, for example, से पुणे जाना है या कहीं भी जाना है, हमने अगर रेंट से बुलवाई है कार, तो हम क्या करेंगे? बच्चे ने खाना गिराया पीछे, कुछ हुआ, इट्स ओके, रेंटेड कार है ना, जोर से दरवाजा बंद कर दिया, कहीं स्क्रैच लग गया, इट इज फाइन. ऑलराइट. एंड द नेक्स्ट टाइम वी टेक अवर ओन कार. हाउ पर्टिकुलर? बैग लो, इसमें सारा कचरा. Nobody is going to touch any spick and span. The seat is like completely clear. This is our house. And we have to take care of it. We are getting our bread and butter from here. So how responsible, how committed we are. We are responsible, of course. Syllabus complete kiya hai. Right? But how committed we are towards our job. Did we bring out a product which can survive? इतना जो struggle है, competition है, इतना सब कुछ है, उसमें survive करेगा वो, sustain करेगा? Think about it. Is the student of that capacity who has a degree and also he is emotionally high, EQ is high, IQ के साथ? So look at those things also. Next. I will talk about chairman's vision. Next. The last slide, I think it is chairman's vision. So when the trainings are happening, now FDP is compulsory ho gayi hai, but I remember Raisoni's culture. I was here like in 2000 something, 7, 8, 9 May I was here. Then I took a break and went to Priyadashini group, and there I was 10 years and I came back. But I remember right from them, 2007, 8 में Elan finishing school start हुआ था. Now, finishing school for students, for faculty, training is the culture of Raisoni. Why? So much of money is spent here. Why? So that, I mean, from chairman's, leadership training हुआ Shraddha Park में. GHRIT में leadership training हुआ. It went on and on for all deans, HODs, faculty members. Some faculty members के batches भी हुए. It wasn't compulsory, but it was done because it was chairman's vision. And he said, I want to bring, next. I want to build young leaders who can make a difference in the society at large. This is chairman's word. Okay, I want, See, faculty or students, these are all leaders according to chairman. And he's saying in subco training dena hai because my vision is whether I am living or I'm not living, but these people should be leaders of society. They should help society grow in a positive manner. This is chairman's vision. And we are part. Everybody is a part of this vision. We need to be committed to our cause. That is all. And next, and therefore we need to change the way we are behaving in the class. Next, I think this is the end of it. And reflection, we're going to do reflection quickly, one or two things that you want to, you are going to take from this workshop. Last full slide, open full slide kar do. And yeah, so in just 1 minute, we'll end the session. I want to know from you that as a teacher or generally as a human being, what is one or two things that you are taking from this session? And if you have any questions, I'll take that also. Yes. What did you like? What did you learn? One thing I liked and one thing I like to do. Anybody?
या कोई पर्सन रोज बात करता है अपने फ्रेंड से, आज चुपचाप है, क्यों है, उससे कनेक्ट करना,
leading the change. And beyond syllabus, what is that one extra thing that I have done to understand to make them connect? Okay. One more thing from this side. इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस या इमोशनल क्वेश्चन उनका कितना बड़ा, हाउ रेजिलियंट यू नो, कोई क्राइसिस आता है तो हम टूट जाते हैं एंड देन वी कम बैक, बाउंस बैक. दिस इज कॉल्ड रेजिलियंस, कि हम वापस ऊपर आए. हाउ मच capacities we can build to within our students so that they are resilient, they are able to come back, they are not thinking of kind of ending their life or breaking the relationship or quitting or dropouts. ये सारा escapism है, भाग जाना है. Can I teach them to stand strong and fight and work hard and be ethical, right? So this is a job of a teacher. This requires a little change in ourselves, the way we look at education, learning, and the way we deliver our sessions. What change can we bring into it? Thank you so much. It was really, really fantastic talking to all of you today. All the best. Oh, that's my YouTube channel. Next. That's my YouTube channel. And there are many, many sessions for youth and anybody who wants to really develop their own selves. So there are a lot of topics there. Next, Yogesh, and thank you so much, Yogesh, even for the YouTube channel. And the next slide. So it says Dr. Rosina Rana, and there are a lot of sessions, short sessions, 10 minute ke hai, so you can enjoy them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for delivering such an informative and knowledgeable session. Now I would like to call Professor Anushka Deshmukh, ma'am, for vote of thanks. Anju Naidu, ma'am, for delivering vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Anju Dheeraj Kumar Naidu, Dean Industry Institute Interface IIIC of GHRU University Saikheda. First of all, I would like thank you to our chairman sir, Shri Sunilji Raisoni, who gave us an opportunity to conduct this 1 week faculty development program. And I will thank to our Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, Dr. Meena Rajesh, for this motivational support to organize this FDP. Thank you, our Honorable Registrar Sir, Dr. Shriram Joshi Sir, for all support. Thank you, our Dean of School of Science, respected Professor Vidya Mishra Madam, for all your support and motivation. On behalf of the entire GHRU University, I would like to thanks to our honorable and eminent speakers, Dr. Rosina Rana Madam, because program can be complete without your presence and inspiring words. Madam focus on many points. Why need of change in leading? Who are leaders? Why change is required? Is it easy to change? Madam explained about teachers versus technology. Lots of giving live examples of leaders. How to we conduct with our students inside or outside the class. What we do in the class to empower the students, understand the problems of students, what they are facing, and what is the responsibilities as a teacher. And madam focus on the chairman's vision. Our chairman's vision is, I want to build young leaders who can make a difference in the society at large. And thank you all participants. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Also, I want to express my heartful gratitude to all the participants present here and those who are joining online. We have participant on the online form, more than 468 participant who joined this faculty development. And thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.